Azmer and welcome to InspiriaTV. The topic for the day is about Hima Das, who is the first Indian to win a gold medal at IAAF World Under-20 Athletics Championship. The panelists for the day are Mr. Haider, who is a sports journalist, Mrs. Shrishtika Chhetri, who is an activist in women empowerment, and Mr. Anil Philip, who is a sports enthusiast. The first question is for all the panelists. Before Hima Das, no Indian athlete has won a gold medal in World Championship. What does it mean for a nation like India?
Okay, first of all, I would like to congratulate Hima Das and her coach Nipun Das for this remarkable win. And thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure for me to be a part of InspiriaTV. I think, track and field is one of my favorite events, and this win is just like a ray of hope for our nation. And I see that a lot of youngsters will follow Hima Das as an example, and we have a lot of good youngsters coming in as an athlete.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'd like to add to what Mr. Haider has said. India has been progressing in different aspects. Women have been a part of the different, women have started participating at different level. So you have beauty pageants. We had Manushi Chillar, who just won the Miss World competition. So these athletes, they give a different dimension to womenhood. They are ones who are, who pace to the competition of the physical level, of the physical activity as well.
What do you have to say about this, Mr. Philip?
First of all, thank you, Pratisha, for calling me here and being a part of InspiriaTV. I would say you're right. There's never been an athlete from India who's won the first gold in the track event, in any track event in the World Championships. But then there's been some hits and misses, in the past 20 years. For example, we had an athlete called PT Usha who just missed the bronze by almost a whisker. And then we had even Milka Singh as well coming into the close second. But what we can try to gain from this particular experience, congrats for winning the first prize, that's true. But then what we can gain from this is we need to, some way we need to fill up the gaps that are existing within the sports authority and their, infrastructure as well. And maybe this particular win can be a shot in the arm for, extending these facilities.
We had a wonderful opinion from the panelists, and we are heading towards a brighter future in India. So the next question is for you, Mr. Anil Philip. Being a young girl from the state of Assam, what is the lesson that the youth can take from her?
Thank you, Pratisha, for that question. I believe that, one thing that the youth of our nation can learn from this particular win is that, it's not impossible for you to gain what you want. If you really want to achieve it, it will work out. And secondly, Hima Das was not even in the national scene for the past, if you look at it, for the past 2 years. She just, came up from nowhere. And that makes you also believe in, in your own ability to come out from anywhere that you want to and achieve what you have to. And that's something that a positive lesson that the youth in the country can gain from.
That was interesting points, Mr. Philip. If a girl from nowhere, a farmer's daughter, can come up and reach at its peak by receiving a gold medal, then what about other girls, Mrs. Shrishtika Chhetri? How easy or difficult is it for a girl in our country to take part in such a sport?
I think that's a wonderful question, Pratisha. Basically, I'd like to say that as a girl, it's very difficult to shine in India because we live in a stereotypical nation where we are guided by most of the prejudices. We talk about equality, but we do not follow it to that extreme. So it is very important to analyze, to see, like Arundhati Roy rightly remarked, that please don't see India only in the cities, see India also in the villages. So that is why we got our, golden girl from a village. Okay, so it's very important to see to it that we find the stars from every corner of the country, and we should give every support to it.
Yes, there are struggles in life. So, Mr. Haider, how do we tackle the challenges that lie ahead in sports in our country, India?
Okay, a very important question. I would like to give you my experience. My elder brother was a hockey player. He was a national level player and he was playing for Uttar Pradesh team. What happens when he was playing, he was not getting support from school, from his coaches, and sometimes from his family. So it's very difficult for an athlete to concentrate on the games because, if you are competing at international level, it's a matter of microseconds, not a matter of seconds only. So only your mind has to be on the right frame. Right. If you have a different things coming in your mind, you are unable to give your 100% at the field. So at the same time, I believe that we have to make a culture of sports. If we are expecting anything from anyone that he or she should win a medal, we have to develop that culture. We have to provide flexible rules and regulations. I remember when I was in university, one of my friend, he was playing for Uttar Pradesh, and literally he was begging for attendance. He was going to meet professors and they're not helping him. He was representing our university. So what we are expecting, we are not providing them a proper diet, allowances and proper guidance, and we are not supporting them, and in the end we believe that he or she will win the Olympic gold medal. So Olympic gold medal is not everybody's cup of tea. It requires a lot of sweat, efforts and sacrifices. Yes.
That's a good point, Mr. Haider. And Pratisha, I would like to add on to something what he said about the support from the government being a bit problematic for our athletes. What I've also understood is institutional support is very much rare and very weak in India for such kind of athletes. It's always like after they win the gold is when they start giving the support. It's not before. So we don't actually support them to win the gold. It's only after that we actually go about and then give them training and nurturing and nutrition. So I believe it should start from the young age itself, even from the state level or district level. Even from district level, you should identify such talents. The government of the day should identify such talents. Sports Authority of India should take care of them, and then you can see a huge change in how athletes and how track events are held in India, and you will see many more winners coming up in the future.
Yes, Mrs. Shrishtika wants to add up something.
I totally agree with what the panelists said, but my entire point is that why are men always being focused in everything? Like we have men cricketers, we have men hockey players. What about women? Okay, women athlete, today women winning, it has become a very important issue. Okay, but the main point is women in various sports academy, in the various activities, in all these, the different federations that we have, women face a lot of sexual harassment. Despite that, they move forward. So they have a lot of oddities to face, but yet they are moving forward. Whereas men, if you look into it, in all this perspective, they are really great. So we are always taking examples from men. What about women?
I would like to add 2 points. First, with Mr. Anil sir, what he has said, I just wanted to add, not only institution, family members plays a very important role. So family members should come forward and help their children to achieve their goals. And I would like to add here, I completely agree. Means if you can see the latest result of Olympics, we have Sakshi Malik and Sindhu. Both won the Olympic medal. So it's a woman empowerment thing, and I think government should look into it.
Moving forward, Mr. Philip, Hima Das said that she wanted to win a gold medal in the Olympics. What's your take on this statement?
Well, I hope she surely wins, because that's the only take I get from this. I'm very happy to say that the present government has actually given her full support until Tokyo Olympics. So that way, I think now she's got the full support of the government, and I believe her when she says she's going to win it.
But I guess that the journey of Hima Das should not just end with a biopic like Mary Kom, because Mary Kom was recognized only after a biopic. So Hima Das should not be another one. This 18-year-old, this, the golden wing girl, she should fly very high.
And I think that's just, she's 18 years old. She has so much more to go. And I believe that she is going to win a lot more Olympics, not just one. Maybe it can be 2.
Yes, and good news about the athletics that Hima Das is coming. One more athlete from Kerala, Muhammad Yahya, he's doing very well in Bahrain. So we have a very good culture going on, and I think government, institution, college, universities, everyone should come forward and to support this sports culture, and we have to nurture these talents, because India is a developing nation. Every country is looking in front of us in the ray of hope. Yeah. So we have to progress in every field, whether in IT, business, media. So sports is one of the main factors. So we have to progress, and we have to see ourselves in an Olympic medal tally as well. So this is the sign of a progressive nation.
Well, that was an informative and interactive session session. So audience, let's encourage and help Hima Das to achieve more gold medals in future. I would thank the panelists, Mr. Haider, Mrs. Shrishtika Chetri and Mr. Anil Philip. Thank you, stay tuned and keep watching Inspiria TV.